What are epicanthic folds? I'm glad you asked. Today's video is all about epicanthic folds, and I'm just gonna read the Wikipedia definition of it because it's probably more scholarly than I can describe it by myself. Wikipedia states that epicanthic folds are names for a skin fold of the upper eyelid covering the inner corner of the eye. One of the primary features that is commonly associated with the epicanthic fold is the elevation of the nasal bridge. I think this eye shape is definitely more common amongst Asian people, and the Wikipedia article actually kind of touches on this as well. Like they were saying about the nasal bridge, typically Asians have flatter noses, myself included, so the skin around this area, it gets distributed to the eyes instead, which creates that fold in the inner corner of the eye. I'm not sure if that's like scientifically accurate, but that's what I think. For example, these are my own eyes. They're kind of uneven. One has a bigger lid than the other. Sometimes even change sizes, which is super annoying, but whatever. Now I'm lifting the skin in between my eyes to show you what it would look like if I had a higher nose bridge. As you can see, my fold or my crease wouldn't be connected to the inner corner of my eye if my nose bridge were higher. In this video, I will demonstrate different eye makeup techniques on my epicanthic folds so you can compare what's flattering or what's not flattering, in your opinion, of course. And hopefully this can help you work with your eye shape a bit better if you have epicanthic folds like me. The first look is perhaps the most conventional way of applying eyeshadow, which is putting the lightest color all over the lid, the medium color in the crease, and then the darkest color in the outer corner of the eye. I feel like most tutorials follow this technique, of course changing up the colors, but the general placement is still the same because it does flatter many people's eye shapes. When I use this technique, I usually bring the color up a lot further so that I use more of my lid space above the fold. This helps the color be more visible because the epicanthic fold does hide a lot of my lid space when I open my eyes. The second technique is a vertical gradient, which goes from the lightest color near the brow bone to the darkest color near the lash line. I've seen this technique recommended to and from people with Asian eyes, and I do believe that it is more universally flattering. I think any eye shape can rock this technique without a problem, especially because it's so easy to do. You don't really have to worry about the placement of the eyeshadows or blending too much. It's just an effortless way to create a smoky eye using whatever colors you want. Next up is a halo eye, which involves putting the lightest color only in the middle part of your eyelid and then the darker colors all around it, especially concentrating on the inner and outer corners of your eyes. I personally believe that this technique looks the best on really round eyes because it does kind of depend on the horizontal symmetry of your eyes, which you don't really have with epicanthic folds, unfortunately. However, I do think that this is the most eye-catching technique. That light color in the middle of your lid really draws attention to your eyes. Finally, the last technique I'm going to show is the cut crease, which has a light color all over your lid and then a sharp contrasting dark colored crease that blends outward towards the brow bone. You can create the cut either by carefully defining the crease with an eyeliner or a precise brush, or you can do what I just did and add the dark colors first, then clean it up with makeup remover, concealer, and the light eyeshadow. This is the hardest technique for me to do. I think especially because I have smaller lid space, you can only really tell that it's a cut crease if I close my eyes, which isn't a great look, I don't think. Also, eyeshadows around my epicanthic fold area tend to fade and crease the fastest, so my cut crease doesn't even look too defined, which is unfortunate, but yeah, well, I tried. But what do you think? Which eyeshadow look do you think looks the best on my epicanthic folds? Of course, everyone's eye shape is different and your epicanthic folds might look different from mine, so please feel free to experiment and try these different techniques for yourself to see which one looks the best on your eyes. I noticed there aren't that many videos about this topic on YouTube, especially not makeup wise, so I wanted to make this video to help out my fellow Asians and of course anyone else with epicanthic folds. You know, I've been watching makeup tutorials for a really long time, and of course I've tried recreating looks from people of different eye shapes on my own eyes, and it's taken me a really long time to figure out what works for me and what doesn't, because there just isn't as much information out there for people with epicanthic folds as there is for, say, monolids or deep set eyes or hooded eyes, you know? So I'm really hoping that this video is a good resource for people with epicanthic folds to learn more about their eye shape, and I hope that it's helpful to you on your makeup journey. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate ya. and I'll see you whenever. Bye!